loud one. Hi everybody, hello me lovers, how are you? I thought I would I'm vlogging. Yeah, I'm vlogging. It is currently the 19th of December. This is probably going to go out way later than that, so we're pre-Christmas right now. Before I go home for Christmas, I really want to do some hardcore cleaning in my little flat and plant maintenance stuff, and I thought, why not vlog the journey? I'm gonna try and like do this as raw as possible, so if you've got stuff to do or you're working, happy working, pop me on in the background, you know what? Because I find these videos really helpful for myself. Like, I watch so many of these kind of videos when I work, and it feels like I'm on FaceTime to someone, and I usually do call my sister or something on FaceTime just to pass some time. So I'm gonna just do that, and if you like it, let me know. If you don't, you can also let me know. But I thought I will do some like updates, wrap up the year, conclude 2024, because my god, this year has been a roller coaster of a year for me. My mental health has been up and down this whole year, and it's been tough. It's been a really tough year, but exciting things are on the horizon. Literally in the first month of the new year, there is so much to change, and it's so exciting. But yeah, I need to clean my flat. Hi Jeremy! I need to clean my flat. I'm like, it's not messy, it's not awful, but I really just want to like hoover, mop, get all the plants out. I want to hose all the plants down because they keep having aphids. Then I want to just make sure everything is clean, so when I come back it feels so fresh after Christmas, even though I'm here for like a couple more days, but it is what it is. So you might call me crazy, which is fine if you do, but for some reason I like to use a brush on my rug, wherever this brush is. Here it is. I like to use a brush on the rug because Jamie's fur gets so stuck in this rug that hoovering is just not cut out for it. So I'm gonna do this first, just because there's something really satisfying about it as well. I've had a cold since last Monday, so this is like almost coming up 2 weeks. I feel like so many people have got this weird cold. It literally came out of the blue last Monday. Out the blue, I haven't really been anywhere to like see anyone to get it, or you know, really has come out the blue. I don't know if this is really loud. Well, that feels better already. I hate that I still have this cold. It's really inconvenient. It feels so much fluffier now. This cold is so annoying. I think what I'm going to do before I hoover is get all my plants into the bathroom for a little wishy-washy hose down. And that's going to take some time. And probably not all going to fit, so it's probably going to be like 2 trips. But we'll give it a go. These, which are old month bug now, so I can get rid of these packets. Which I will do. And then I can also like wipe down all the surfaces and stuff, which I kind of want to do, and the pots, wipe them down, which would be nice. And I'm gonna cut to me with them all in the bath. I've removed this side, which looks really empty. They're in the bathroom right now, and I have also brought some of them out to just sit in the kitchen whilst I hoover. So I'm gonna clean the ones that are in the bath right now. There's only so much my bath can take, so I'm definitely gonna have to like rotate a lot of them out and wait for them to drip off a little bit, and mop, and then you later. Jamie is very curious into what I am doing. She kind of knows something is up and I am on the crazy clean spree. That one's a gentler one. I want it to be stone cold. we're tropical. It's easier doing this and then dusting each and every single thing. So give them a lovely wash. Now I should do this more often. My pans get so dusty, but then I have lots of beneficial insects. I'm worried about washing them off if I do this. Like, look at that guy. So I try to minimise how often I do this, although I should do it more often. But I'm having a little break from the bugs subscription, so I think this is probably the best time to do it. Alright, I'm gonna let these guys drip off. Move some of the rest. My socks are wet. I should probably put my Crocs on and put more plants to the kitchen. Noticed some mould where the plants have been, which always happens, and in Bristol I feel like it's inevitable to escape mould, especially if you have plants because of all the humidity. So I could tackle that as well. It's not my favourite thing to do because I don't really like doing it, but there we go, we'll have to do that. This Syngonium has been like one of the major ones that keep getting aphids, and it's really, really annoying. But I did get these parasect, well, little bugs that lay parasites inside the aphid body and kill them. I can't say I've noticed a difference, or if it has worked, maybe it has worked. But also I keep constantly squeezing aphids. But I think I'm gonna do more of them soon, and other ways of getting rid of aphids. I've just had these aphids for so long now, and it's really frustrating. I think it's just the fact that, like, maybe went to the allotment, had an aphid on, and then it came back with me. And I've had aphids since my previous place as well, so they've just come along for the ride. So now I'm dealing with generations of aphids. So I've probably seen grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents all on my plants, and their siblings and babies. And I squish them because okay, most of them are out. It feels more echoey in here than usual. I could just move and clean everything a little bit better and get rid of some of this mold, and then get the hoover out. Just noticing everything. You see more problems when you finally get to spend some time with everything. Ugh. So I thought, let's have a little chat. I don't know. Reflect on 2024 and 2025 and what that means for life going forward. And yeah, so reflecting back on 2024, it's easier for me to say now. Like, it has been a really, really tough year. It has been up and down. It has been all around. It is a roller coaster of a year. The start of this year I moved into this flat, and I wasn't happy in my last place. I was sharing my house with other people. No fault of their own. It was just I couldn't do the sharing house situation any longer, and it is okay for some if you're alright with that, but you know, it's not for everyone, and it definitely wasn't for me. So I moved here on my own because it was just the only option I had, with Jamie as well. So I moved here. I have loved and hated this flat this whole year. I can't say maybe when I leave, I will reflect back at this time and be more fond of it. But because how up and down I have been this whole year, I can't say I loved it, but I also can't say I hated it either. So And it's because I have quite bad... I can't deal with being alone, it turns out, and I already kind of knew that, but it turns out I'm not very good at being alone. Some people are great at being on their own and love being in their own company, but not this girl. And it has unfortunately gotten to the point where I've had very, very severe, extreme loneliness this year, which is really sad. And it has stopped me from enjoying this space. Hi, baby. And yeah, it's just one of those things, you know. Living on your own works, like I said, works for some, but I guess not for everyone, but it is what it is. I'm happy to say that I'm moving in the new year with my partner, and we managed to find a nice place. And it's a whole house, so there's gonna be even more space and more space for Jam, which I think she's gonna really enjoy. So that's gonna be a really big change. Literally in the new year, in the end of January, should be moving into a new place. So come February, this is all gonna change, and that's really crazy. This year, I've just dealt with extreme mental health feelings and being overwhelmed, and I've had to take 2 jobs to sustainably live here. And I'm a pretty big advocate for a 4-day working week, and I don't believe people should work more than 4 days. And it's been tough working 5 days a week. I know there's people out there who do more than that, but for me personally, I don't think I mentally can deal with it. I have so many other things that I want to do that isn't a job. I want to do more of this, more filming, more of my photography. I really want to pursue all of that stuff. So it's kind of like I've this year limited so much time to just being at work, and the baggage that comes with being at work, like being exhausted afterwards, and just, yeah, it's just been really hard. And I live above shops and a bar, which closes at 3 in the morning. So this whole year I've experienced a lot of disturbed sleep. That hasn't been great. I'm not a great sleeper either. That has been tough as well. And look at this sun. This sun's amazing. I need to get a brush. Where was I? Yeah, it's been a crazy, crazy year. Love and hate this flat, and you can see why. And I'm excited for this new place. I will, of course, take you on the adventure of decorating it and styling. I'm very excited for that, to properly style a home. But yeah, this lighting's quite nice and the sun's really nice. It's kind of been a tough year, and there is exciting stuff coming. So I've been doing the King's Trust business course, business enterprise course, over the last 1.5 years, and that's kind of been under wraps. And I finally submitted my business plan, and it's happening. So I'm not launching a grand business, but I am trying to put more effort into like my photography side, and the business I will be doing is like running photography workshops, and specifically anthrotype workshops. I've been doing a lot of anthrotype prints and experimenting with that, so there's not much of that kind of practice around, so I'm trying to do that as a business. And then that will help me learn and grow how to launch my own business. And then hopefully the plan is, by the time I'm 30, is to try out my dream, which is to be a garden designer. Of course, a photographer, but I've been dreaming of being a garden designer since I was 7. I have always thought about that career. And here's a little bit of backstory about me. So when I went to college, I had the choice of either going to do horticulture or doing art, and my dad had the very same choice, and he chose horticulture, and he really wished he did art. He knew I loved art, he knew I loved photography and painting and drawing. I did it for GCSEs. So he said to me, he said, go and do that, go and do that, and don't waste your time doing horticulture. And yeah, so I went and did art, and I'm here because of it. I'm here exactly where I am now because of that choice. Would I have chose to do horticulture if I had the choice again? I don't know, to be honest, but life, you do things in life for a reason, and you end up places in life for a reason. I don't want to give up on that dream, so my goal is like when I'm 30, which I'm 27 in January, so I've got 3 more years. My goal by the time I'm 30 is to be in a closer position to buying a home, which a lot of people my age have got right now. You shouldn't really put an age on these things, but I think it's a reasonable goal for me by the time I'm 30 to do that, and when I'm 30 to really try and pursue being a garden designer and working towards that dream in the next 3 years. I've always wanted to do it, and I think I'd be better off giving it a go and not succeeding, and then never giving it a go and wondering what would have happened if I didn't give it a go. So that's kind of the goal there. I'm also hoping like things might turn around in that time too, but you know, 2024 may have not been the best year, but I'm also just trying to be proud of where I am now. I'm excited for 2025. I'm excited to bring you guys along this journey, and I'm excited to also in the new year, at some points you'll see maybe some sort of pivots, not away from houseplants, but like I also have a love for aquascaping, which you might know, and I've kind of loved aquascaping and fish keeping for longer than I've liked houseplants, and I've got a few projects ready to go in the new year, so I'm excited to do those and show you guys those. Being able to do more of what I want in the new year in 2025 is going to be really exciting, and I'm really excited to bring you guys on. So I'm just going to go grab the Hoover, and that's going to be really loud to watch, so I'm just going to do that without you guys here. I've hoovered, and it always feels so nice to hoover, and I'm just going to spray my carpet with this foamy thing because I just love this foamy thing, and I don't know why, but I think it smells really nice. It makes it smell really fresh in here. I do apologise for the background noise of the road. I've had to open the window because I'm not very good with house dust. So every time I hoover, there's obviously like loads of dust in the air, and then I start to get really sniffy and sneezy, which is not fun. So that's all done. I could probably get the plants that I put first in the bath back in here, and then do a little switcheroo and get some of them, get new ones in, those ones out. And then we're doing a little rotatory thing here. I'm not a massive Christmas person. Maybe next year I'll feel a bit more Christmassy, but I don't know. I'm not a big Christmas person. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I've worked in retail for 10 years and it absolutely ruined it. I can't listen to any Christmas songs, really. Except from Galtane. That one's been in my head. I'm so excited to decorate a whole house. Like a whole house, different rooms, spare room, and there's a little garden. Oh my god, I am so excited, and I can't wait because I can't wait to make like videos about styling my home with plants. I love those videos, and I have such a taste for retro furniture, if you can't notice already or know already. So I'm hoping to get like a mix of really nice 70s, 80s wood pieces with maybe like metal pieces. I like the two together. I think it's really nice, like the soft tones of the wood and then metal clashing it together and pops of colour. I love my oranges at the minute, and just like, yeah, having nice wall art on the wall. I've got loads of wall art, but I kind of want to get new stuff and get some really nice custom pieces. I think that'll be lovely. And my partner, he's kind of just gonna let me have free reign, which is really nice. He trusts me with decorating, and he would always say I do a better job than him, and he is right. I do a better job. I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited for that. The problem is I took all of my plants out of the pots, and now I'm like, I can't remember what plant went in which pot, so it's all gonna be mixed up, which I don't know. Ugh, I'm really bad at this. And I was like, yeah, I'll definitely remember which plant goes in which pot. No, absolutely not. I cannot remember that at all. And I tell you what, I feel like I have spent the majority of my 20s having mini life crises almost every day. And I don't know if that's just me, and if there's any other 26, 7-year-olds out there, just like, do you just spend your 20s just being like, what the hell do I do with my life, and what am I doing with my life? And then when you get to 30, are you like, yeah, okay, I don't care anymore, I'm doing this. I feel like I'm edging towards the I don't care anymore, but like, I have spent so much time in my 20s being like, what am I doing? Especially in the last 2 years. Ugh, I feel like I don't do enough, or I need to do more, and I've got no time to do more, and I'm just in like this forever ending loop, and it never stops, and I don't know what to do. If anybody's got any life advice, my older lovers out there, can you like, I don't know, reassure me everything's okay? Oh God, I just feel like I spend so much time worrying and planning, and I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to enjoy minutes. I don't want to get too deep because I might cry, and we're not crying, okay? We're not doing that today. Good morning. It's now the 20th of December, and today is tattoo day. So come along with me to get a tattoo. I am getting a leopard. I think it's a leopard. On my arm. I think I'm gonna go like here, by this tattoo artist called Typokes. I've been meaning to get a tattoo by him for a long time, and it's finally happening today. Not too sure what to do with myself at the minute until then, because it's at 1, so I'll have to leave at 12. It's up in Clifton, so I could go a little bit earlier and just like go to some charity shops maybe. I still need to wash some of these plants because they're mega dusty. So I was thinking maybe chucking some in the shower. What a lovely Christmas tattoo. Nothing says I'm festive more than a Christmas tattoo, hey? And it's payday today, which is annoying because it's always early, and then you're always waiting like an extra like week until your next payday is like the longest gap. So I gotta be really careful and not use that money, and only use that money if like it's desperate. Shall we look at some plants before we go? I think so. I'm gonna make a cup of tea as well. So let's have a little look at some things. Let me show you some plants. So a lot of plants keep growing even though it's winter, which is really bizarre. I don't think the UK has had their cold winter yet. I think there's still more to come, and I think January and February are going to be some cold ass months, I'll tell you now. But this recent leaf on my Majestic came out, and he's hardened off, and it is sizing up so incredibly quick. Like, oh my god, you know, because that was the last leaf, that was the new leaf. Since it's been on this moss pile and I restarted this moss pile, it's like gone from this tiny leaf to this big one. and I love it. I love this. I love this. I love this. So cool. This guy's got a new, my Viti has got a new leaf coming. This was its last leaf. Like, look how long that is. And this is its new one. So I wonder if it's gonna be just as long, which is gonna be cool. And like all of my anthuriums have had new leaves. Like this new veggie leaf, hello. And then this new leaf that I got from a swap, plant swap. Looks awesome. And then we've got this guy, this Forgetty Lux, and then this Forgetty. Oh man, I never thought I'd like anthuriums as much as I do now, but I really love anthuriums. But man, I can't wait for the new house. I'm gonna keep talking about it because it's exciting. I just put in the holding deposit, so hopefully, fingers crossed, all the checks go through well. I'm sure they do, they usually do. And yeah, I got these guys to do when I move in and have money. So I have a new fish tank, which will probably be first, and then the paludarium, which would be cool. I'm thinking I might do it for like vampire crabs or something. And that'd be awesome. Like little vampire crabs, like the purple ones, would be sick. And then hopefully I could do a few more. I also would love to have another IKEA cabinet like I had before, the smaller one, and do that up again, but properly this time. I know exactly where I went wrong, and I know how to fix it, she says. I'm unsure about this cabinet. It's like set up okay. I don't love it. But I don't hate it either. So how it's gonna fit into the new house, I'm not too sure. And whether and what I do with it. Do I just do it all up like a big paludarium? Who knows? I don't know, it's a lot of money to sink into something that doesn't work afterwards. It would be really cool, but then also I don't know if I should just like deck it out and actually make it like a mini greenhouse and have it as like a, because what I would love, right, bear with me here, is if I had aquatic plants and terrarium plants just on standby, like, and moss just on standby for any newscape tank that I have. Just like a whole supply shed, well, but like a whole supply of things, of plants that I can like propagate myself and just have to hand, and then I can just use whatever I want whenever I want. I think that would be really cool. So I could turn the cabinet into something like that, which means putting the shelves back in or making different shelves instead of glass shelves. It would also mean I'd have to have like lights on every single shelf, which can be a bit spenny. Something to think about, something to ponder. In town, it's quite dead today actually. Maybe everybody's at work but me. I am gonna go check out some charity shops before the tattoo place, have a little walk up White Ladies Road, which is a hill. So let's get some exercise. So apparently this bakery is really nice, so let's go check it out. So I got a ham and cheese brioche bun and it's so tasty. I need some pre-tattoo fuel because I haven't eaten yet. You shouldn't really go and have a tattoo with an empty stomach, so that's what I'm doing. And now I've got to travel up this hill. Fresh out the tattoo studio. Fresh out the tattoo studio. It's so sick. I'll show you when I'm back home. Currently wrapped up and a bit red, so I could post a photo maybe. I'll show you when I'm back. But that was so sick. The guy was so nice. It's always more pleasurable experience when you have a tattoo artist who is just absolutely lush. So I'm so happy with it. It turned out to be like a different design than I originally thought it was going to be, but to be honest, I'm happy with it. I'm stoked. And yeah, I'll show you when I'm home. It's the 21st. It's the 21st of December. Not many more days to go until it's Christmas. But this is the new tattoo. It looks so good. It's of a tiger. And he's kind of like jumping. We were debating where to put it on the arm. And I was thinking like here. But then the placement of kind of it from the shoulder works really well. And I kind of wanted a tattoo that you could see more from behind on my arm. And I'm quite particular with what tattoo goes on my arm. I've got this one. But yes, it's a little jumping tiger by an artist called Type Oaks. He is so cool. I will try and link it down below if I remember. If not, I'm sorry, but yeah, his name's Type Oaks. He's in Bristol. Absolutely check him out. He did such an amazing job. And he was so lovely. And like I suggested, just like having a tattoo artist who's also just so lovely and engaging, and they just chat to you. And a bonus if you have any common interests, but it makes getting a tattoo or the most just like much easier. So I'm editing this video vlog whatever currently now, and it's after Christmas. There's even mini eggs in store already, which I've brought because I love mini eggs. Anyway, I realised I didn't actually make anything to round off this vlogmus vloggy thing. I thought I did back at home, but apparently I didn't press record or something because it's just not there at all. So as a belated Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever you are celebrating, I hope you had a lovely, wonderful time. And I am so excited for 2025, and I'm so excited to bring you along. Good stuff is on its way, and a happy new year to all of you guys. Hope you have had a lovely holiday period, and I will see you on the other side. Alright, goodbye me lovers, and I'll see you in 2025. Say bye, Jamie.